Hey guys, it's Alex here. I've been on holidays for the first 2 weeks on Cosmic Crucible, so I lost two per Crucible, but won one. I still was looking very carefully on what worked on defense and checked all the matchups and everything. We're now more familiar with the rules for this season of Cosmic Crucible. So we'll try to. Think they should update this. They said that they will, they will be the same as the previous season, but we'll see. Still haven't updated this. Uh, so in room number one, I made those two teams. I think they're strong enough. I made everyone a raider because there is very likely that they will attack at under 50% health and they do a lot of damage. Especially Gambit or Nightcrawler are amazing. I finally got the 6 star on Forge. I think this will make it very difficult for someone to do well. I think you need Cyclops in this team because he gives speed bar to Forge to gain 100% perimeter when any X-Men dies. Unfortunately, if Rogue dies, he doesn't revive. He only revives extreme people, but I would prefer actually to have my Cyclops die first, so to have him a little bit smaller, gear 17 maybe, because even if he dies, he still gives a speed bar just afterwards. There's no speed bar, but he will revive. So I'm leaving Cyclops as he is. This is a great defense to win superior six teams and with Vulture and with anything basically if there's no Apocalypse or Super Sport. I don't know about Black Knight, but I don't think this is his best use offensively, and I don't have him mine huge. I actually unlocked him for the play, so only power course spent like 14,000 power course maybe, and I'm also almost having him at 4 stars. We hope that we get the top 1000 here. I was like number 700 something at my best. Now it's slim to still stay in the top 1000 to get this. It's not very expensive, but it's available first, and because I have them on defense, it's very nice to have. That's also the reason I'm putting this team here, or one of the reasons, because they suck countering extreme rogue. I have gone so many like punch downs, like 2.4 million teams or whatever. Maybe it's even worse if your team is big, because I also felt this matchup on offense, and you kill somebody by mistake and then Forge takes 100% speed bar and maybe revive someone or whatever. So it's very difficult. So in room number 2, I did put my Black Order. And the reasoning for that is I actually, my last matchup lost because of a Black Order with Dormammu, which I thought personally for my team to be a stupid team that I was considering to put here. But I also pulled those two diamonds on the two Black Order members, so there will be a little bit more survivable. But the stupid thing is with new warriors, Thanos gets a lot of buffs, and if Gwenpool doesn't like Gwenpool, no, yes, Gwenpool, the one that goes first, doesn't flip his immunity, you're in trouble. Thanos' immunity, you're in trouble a little bit, because then he flips all your regeneration to bleeds, and if your Gwenpool dies, it's very terrible, and you might lose this. So yes, because of this, and also Quicksilver didn't really have a great spot. Like with the Darkhold, he's almost useless. It's very easy to counter them with Tangle Web. So here he will make this team a threat. I don't think I think if someone underestimates his team and goes in just with an eternal scope, he might have a bad time. Also, this team might counter new warriors. So I think there's room here for people to fail, and that's why it's what I say is I put number 2 here and number 5 Infinity Watch because of people not failing as much lately on my Darkhold or Gamma, even when I put Dormammu with Gamma, because everybody has the defense, people are familiar. The previous season, many people tripped over my Black Order Quicksilver and over my Infinity Watch. And it did bring Falawell to Gear 18 because I see people very barely won this, and if Falawell in previous matchups when I had them on defense, and if Falawell was a little bit bigger, I think they would have been a bigger trouble. Maybe need a bigger team to counter them, and then either lose a matchup and lose a lot of efficiency, or use a team that they would use in a bigger room and then have problem in a bigger room, like a cascade effect. So I think those teams have historically been giving me victories in the previous season, and they don't have a great place for them on offense. So I think it's very smart to put them here. Maybe somebody will make the mistake I did and go in number 2 with a new warriors that if they're not extremely built, maybe they'll trip over. Quicksilver is always a threat. Number 3, I did put Superior 6 because I hate that they lose to my room number 1. So they kinda not the offensive tool I was looking for, but this team is very strong at the mirror matchup in this room because they have safeguard and death proofs, and it takes a lot of time to kill them. Or they might pull like an apocalypse or a super scroll, and then you don't have apocalypse or super scroll for room number 1 or room number 4. So I think this is smart to put them here, and we'll see if they keep them like this. I hope we also get the diamond for a Green Goblin Classic, and now I have at 5 red the 2 latest, like Lizard and the robot, how's he called? Spider Slayer. I have them at 5 red, so they'll survive a little bit better. I think I now like them on defense, and we'll see how we will do on offense. I think it's more of a turtling season, like putting a lot of defense than the previous one. And when I did put something like this on defense, I won, but then I pulled them for the previous weeks with the event that gives you point for this, and I didn't find the amazing use for them on offense, so they're back on defense, and my defense was kind of lackluster. Not as great as I would want it to be, so I putting them now here. Room number 4, this team won a mirror match, the last matchup, or one before, I don't remember, 2.7 million, something like this, and then they swapped out some people for Apocalypse. So I think this might turn out to be a problem for some people. Maybe a Hive-Mind comp will have a good chance here. They're also very big, so I really hope putting like the knight here, a black knight, that we have so many knights like boy knight, and they're all meta now. I also hope we get this 4th star for him, preferably free to play. Maybe if they do like an offer, like many times they do, like 15 shards of him for 10 euros, you might buy this, and let's open one more orb for him. Like for 10 euros, having him at 4 stars, I think is a great value. He's amazing everywhere, like a great character. I'm also very close to bringing him to gear 18, and this will help a lot. I might refresh this freaking store. Maybe we'll get like and have his unique. So I really hope that they will pose more of a threat to a Superior 6 team, to a New World team, or to a Master of Evil team with him retaliating and tanking and everything and give more space to Robbie. We'll see how this plays out. I like that they won a big mirror match punch down. And room number 5, we have Infinity Watch. I might put a couple of levels on everyone, but I'm a Warlock. Gamora is maxed out basically. And she's amazing. So they survive a little bit better, maybe more turns for an Infinity Watch to not for Eternals to beat them. Maybe they won't be able to beat them if they don't bring great secondary characters with them that do a lot of damage and or have survivability if they cannot get the first double tap from Icarus. At least at minimum they will take more turns to beat, and now with Fala well at gear 18, maybe I'll level put ISO blue 5 on her Tiger, but I don't think she's the biggest damage dealer, so it's like just a bit luxury to have this. I'm considering it, she will be one of my first 5 characters that I will bring next to ISO blue 5. And in room number 6, we have a sneaky defense that gives people maybe safeguard and ability energy, and then allows like the 3 gear 18 people to do a lot of damage and kill everyone, especially if you underestimate them with like an infinity in Eternals comp. The 3 people might stay alive and kill you. This has happened once since I put them on defense. Also put Heimdall here. I did put Dormammu originally instead of Heimdall, but then New Warriors went in. If they are like they are now, it's more likely people will underestimate them and see them as a stupid defense and just put something not proper, not worthy of beating it, or RNG based at least. With if Valkyrie's passive props, maybe they will have a very bad time. I also have pulled 2 diamonds on Iron Man Infinity War. I'm also focusing a little bit more on War now with the reward, so I brought him to gear 18, and I think we will make a lot of value for him. I brought to 97 both, well, everyone of the 3. I've had Vol already, but I brought the other 2 Heroes Guardians, how they called, like Beta Ray and Thor Infinity War. I think they are great ending war defense that I have them. There's a little bit of value on the raids because they're not very reliable on simming, especially the second node, and maybe we'll be able to sim this a little bit more reliably. Usually I just go in do Loki special, or if I don't have it available, basic, not ultimate, on a Ghost Rider Robbie, and then I put sim basically. That's why auto. That's what I do. We will make sure to kill Ghost Rider Robbie, then we put the focus on Archangel and let it auto after that. But yes, this is not a raid video. These are very... I like this sim, it's sneaky, and they're not characters that have a lot of value besides Vol on offense, and Vol even like that is like a B tier choice. It's not like a very game changing and allows you to do a lot of counters that you wouldn't otherwise. It's very nice to have in so much with Super Scroll. It might revive people and help you in a couple of cases win a matchup that you otherwise would have lost. But I think it's a very nice use here. They are all, I think all of them are like kind of nightwear or sneaky defenses. I understand that number 2 now is a lot worse than previous season, but I have brought Thanos up this far. I have 2 diamonds on the 2 people that might survive. I put a level on Ibonimo. Maybe he'll stay alive a little bit more. Also, there is some drain here. I don't know if Ibonimo's ultimate benefits, and he'll get to his basic very late in the game if he stays alive. That he will probably not. But Thanos drains is very nice. Nightcrawler drains. This might be life saving, and might some people, because this is such stupid and useless room rule, some people might not think of it, and Nightcrawler might surprise them. I'm not 100% sure about the positioning if we put them like this or like this. I keep them like now for like this for now. Yeah, we hope we will be more successful on offense now that we're not on holiday. I think we have more the opportunity to play the matches properly and not so much in a hurry. We still have like a great offensive options. Apocalypse, Master of Evil, like Edit, bring to gear 16. The 2 people that are gear 16, they were gear 15 before. I also was kind of missing their uniques, so they stay alive. I kind of need this to happen. I also brought kind of recently Titania to gear 17. I also did T for her passive. I didn't have it for a long time because I kind of need them now to beat room number 1. It's very important and very determinant on how you'll do on this season. Maybe room number 4, if you fight like a Black Cat, they might survive a little bit longer and give time for Apocalypse and for Kang to do their thing. New Warriors, I did just put a diamond on a Firestar and probably leave them as they are forever. This team is just for beating Darkholds. Usually they are great. The Dormammu on offense again, I'm excited about. He might help a little bit. From these 2 teams, I usually plug and play with in between them. We'll see how this turns out. Also, I'm very close to bringing to gear 18 Hela. I need like 2 gear 18 Mystic or something like this. Then we have Desi as a cleanup team, or in very rare cases, they're actually very efficient. Might use this team sometimes beating small gammas, or they're nice. Pegasus, they're not bad on offense. I never used this season, but just keep them maybe. We'll need to do a sack. And a Hive Mind, I've kinda, besides a Void Knight that has Sarina uses a lot, I haven't properly built them. I'm building them higher, like at least to bring them to gear like 16, 17. I have them like at gear 15, him and the other people at gear 14. So I might try starting to try them on raids. They don't work at this size, even with Super Scroll, or they don't work properly and they die. And Super Scroll and Void Knight pull through. But I know this is a great offensive option. So also will bring very soon Void Knight to level 97. I think he's 95. We're not too far also from level 98. And we now have Gamma and Darkhold on offense, which is interesting. Maybe we just use like the 2 horsemen together with some other people. We'll see how this plays out. I think Gamma might have some options, either as a great sack team or building like some B tier teams. So I think because even with 2 diamonds, they're not like a worthy defense for to where I'm playing. To like, oh wow, I dropped 2 diamonds, like masters or top diamond. A They're not like a threat anymore. People know how to beat them very reliably. I even had someone beat them with like a Doom, a Omega Red comp when I didn't have a Dormammu with them, which was embarrassing. So not anymore. They're on offense now. We'll see what they do. Maybe we'll lose Red Hulk with Apocalypse somehow. Maybe we just use the Horseman as plug and play. Maybe use them as a team. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 good offenses, and then we have like Deathseed or Pegasus, or I hope this team will become the 6. They will, like the combination of remaining Sinister 6 with not with Apocalypse here, with Hive Mind, and we have as options like Darkhold and Gamma, or at least plug and play characters. So I think we have enough for offense. We'll definitely lean more on defense now, and we hope people trip over. Which is interesting because previous season everybody was saying, and it worked for me, that if you have a low TCP and you need to play more offensively minded and keep scroll on offense, which I have. Also on offense, I didn't mention him here as an option in this team, but he definitely will be used to beat like a team more like room number 3 or 4, maybe like room number 1. Depends on the combination of the teams that people have. But yes, people were the previous season were all about like if you are punching up, then you need to have more offensive tools and fell nowhere, but be very clean and hope somebody trips over some of your defense, even if they're not the greatest, which worked. But I'm not very excited how I went up to now, and I kind of think that people are not yet super familiar with how to beat the defenses this season. So we lean more on defense for now, or we try this strategy, and we hope it works. That's it, signing off.